everybody! Okay, today's a little bit different, but not really, but kind of is. I am doing an original. You know, every other stream when I'm working on a commission, if I don't put this over here, like saying who I'm going to be drawing, everybody's like, is this your character? Is this an original character? Or if I'm doing fan art and they don't recognize the character, then they ask, is this your character? This time it is my character. This time it is. Usually I don't have a lot of time to work on this, and I think the last time I worked on this legit was like January, and it's almost the end of February, so it's hard. It's hard to make time to work on originals, huh? And this is still meant to be merch. Like, I wanted to have another print that's horizontal because I wanted to phase another one out, and I wanted it to kind of match one of the artworks. It's actually linked in the chat, but one of the artworks is gonna fade over my head eventually, which is featuring the same character. I just wanted one where it was more like dynamic and like fun all year round. So that's what I'm working on. Also, it's a mashup of two other artworks that I've done in the past. I just wanted a new updated one in my current style. Today, we're going to have to do some line art. I'm so sorry to say. This is, yeah. I did do like a color plane last time, which has some things that are not added line-wise, but we will do that. Also, heads up, I don't think I'm gonna do a full 4 hours today. Usually I start my streams at 8, well, I start at 8 p.m. with air quotes. I try to start at 8 p.m. Sometimes 8:15, sometimes 8:30, you know, things happen. Regardless, usually when I end, it's actually midnight, but I'm actually working on a YouTube video, so if you're watching on YouTube, just know it's for the best that I give a little bit of time to the YouTube video as well. It's almost done, but I had an error pop up, so I'm gonna have to spend like another hour or something. So, anyway, let's get to it. Background is later. I'm gonna do as much as I can. I'm keeping it simple because, again, it's original. I don't have as much time. Ooh. Okay, I just erase that, I guess. Not erase it, just hide it for now. Apparently, that's an interesting layer. Ooh, first let me pick the line color. Maybe I should use a darker line so I don't get confused. Here we go! We're at it already. Because I'm doing like line art style, I guess I'm gonna do clean lines this time. Sometimes I do this pen. Okay, well, not like that. That makes me seem like some prodigy who knows how to use that. I have no idea how to use that big. But this is usually the type of brush I use when I'm doing painterly stuff. Today we're gonna do it simple, clean, like Utada Hikaru from Kingdom Hearts, you know? I had an interesting conversation about this artwork today, and it was like questioning whether it was worth making this artwork at all. And also like, if I'm so busy, maybe this isn't the one for me to do, but to be honest, I just didn't want to work on something new. And this is the only thing that I have that's a work in progress, aside from commissions. And to be fair, commissions do take a lot of like brain work. And sometimes I need a break, a visual break, you know? Gotta do something that, I think I should follow these a little closer. I think sometimes artists, let's say I don't make this into a print. I still plan on doing it, but let's say I didn't, right? I think artists really need to take time to do. They need to make time. Like, it's a productivity thing, actually. They have to make time to do things that are more like just for themselves. If, let's say, I make this into a print, it's a win-win. It's just a win-win. It's like, why not? But even not, it's like I cannot go that far without doing something for myself, you know? And considering recently I did those avatar stickers and I redid them so many times, it really felt like, oh man, this is merch. This is not this is not fun drawing anymore. This is like, it's work. It became work at some point. I mean, I still have fun doing it, but it's still like more like less creative thinking involved. Just like, oh, make it look good. That's the focus. Obviously, I'm gonna make this look good as well, but there was some creative factor here. Like, I'm experimenting and pushing myself. But also this artwork, I've explained in the previous streams, it means a lot to me because this was actually a similar theme. Literally, like the visual was pretty much the same because this is a mashup. Was one of the artworks that was originally in my shop. One of the originals that was originally in my shop. But I took it down because I was self-conscious about it and I would like to replace it because I think it is very like key to the Azuki brand, you know? To the point where I was talking to a mutual a while ago and they said like this character is the character they think of. I do have my PNG tuber, but like I don't actually draw her all that much. Yeah, she's like my profile picture. And my, you know, now she's my PNG tuber, but before that, like you wouldn't really see her. You would see artworks of this character more. So it makes sense this way. Oh my god. Trying to keep it clean, at least on the face. Oh, the trick to really clean line art is to make this really faded, otherwise you kind of inflate. Conflate? You put the information of both together and you don't realize you're doing it. The line art part is actually the most difficult part for this. I think everything else will be pretty straightforward. So maybe I'm thinking this stream will be like 2, maybe 3 hours, depending on how far I can go. My stamina, my endurance. To be honest, I woke up today and I was like, why is my nose stuffy? So I might be like, you know, more tired than usual. Probably a good sign to not push it. If you've seen my other streams recently, especially because I were for commissions, they were really long. They were like 6-hour, 5-hour streams. So, you know, forgive me if once in a while I need to not do 5 hours. Also, to be honest, editing this YouTube video hurts my arm more than drawing does. I don't know how that works. I don't understand the logic behind that, but that's what's happening. So my arm is pretty like over, man. I think because I didn't space out the editing as much as I should have. February, to be honest, was just kind of hectic. I don't know. It was supposed to be my month of like updating everything. And then I guess I had to think of like, oh, I have all the time in the world, and then realize I don't have all the time in the world. Slash, I kind of just didn't actually schedule it that way. I kind of just put the same amount of workload I usually have with more on top, so that's just ridiculous, but that's what I did. The lily has green eyes, but I'm not filling it in now because whenever I do like line art and then I don't fill in the eyes, it always looks wrong, so let's just avoid that then. It might be a line weight thing. I'm not about to figure it out right now. Did we figure out the shadow placement? No, we did not. Cool. Oh. Okay. Because the line weight kind of depends on that a little bit. Okay. What can you do? He has a gap tooth because when I was younger I had one. And I think it's like a really cute, I mean, you can be an adult and have this, obviously, but I think it's a cute little, like, childhood thing. Like, it makes her look a little bit more childlike. I have confidence? I don't know. Blind confidence. Oh, actual confidence. When I do this, I think of like calligraphy masters. I'm like, dang, they must be really good at this. Huh? I understand this side. I don't understand that side. Oh, another reason I really wanted to do this artwork and have it ready for my conventions and have it like as a new print is because the pins that I was working on are like connected to her design. They're cute in their own right, but like they are featuring her design, and if people like it, they can go, oh, I understand. Or I can do it like a set pack or something, you know? Like people get a discount. If they buy the print, they can get a discount on the pin or something. I think that's a cute concept. Feels weird doing that with, well, not really, but I don't have that much standard of any, well, no, I have a lot of Zelda stuff, as you can see above my head. But the thing is, if I do it for Zelda, then I have to, it feels like I have to do it for anything that has like a multiple product set. I don't know, maybe I'll do it online, but right now it's just complicated to imagine doing that in person. Oof. See, the ruffles on that side, they kind of look right. Let's go. This might be too low, honestly. This is a little bit low for my taste, but I think honestly it's just that I drew this line here to understand what was going on. This, I think, because being this high up is kind of. Oh! There we go. Oh, I just posted an artwork on Instagram. My 1 month post. Kind of abandoned Instagram, but on the post I say like, oh, I returned to line art, because the whole thing is like, yeah, I did it in line art style, and I was like, something's going on lately. Lines are just, it's easier to explain what's going on in lines. You notice I didn't want to do that sleeve. I just was like, no, I'll come back. I'll come back. Will I come back? I don't know. Hope so. Let's imagine that the hair is not there, and it would be like this. Or like this. Oh man. Or is it like this? Dude, what? I'm gonna go with this one. And then if there's a ruffle, it would be I think artist burnout is like a really big thing. So if I imagine if I just like didn't do this for the entire year, I did do that one time. I didn't draw these characters for like an entire year. Which is, it's kind of sad to me. So, starting off the year, being like, no, we're going to make time. They're little precious characters. Take care of them. Give them some airtime. The angle. I believe. Wait, hold on. I don't believe because there's supposed to be a line here. Oh. Yeah, well, let's assume that it gets covered. Then it's fine. Like this line here, let's assume it gets covered here. It's like flipping up. Maybe? It looks kind of weird as it is right now. This is kind of a difficult thing to draw. I didn't realize. I mean, I should have realized. Look at my sketch. Sketch doesn't know what's going on either. Really was like, I hope no one ever decides to animate this character. This design is like, you can't animate this. It's like a pain. Okay, so if it's on the side, it doesn't have to go like this. I do think it should be a little bit more. Well, we hope so. I'm trying to move it in my brain. Like if it's a curve like this and it's like flipped a little bit to be almost more straight. Oh. Make it very clear that it's drills from this angle. But this side, we would definitely not see this part. Maybe. But like the lower it goes, the less fabric is there to be like flipping over. That makes sense. Do we think it makes sense? You know what? Don't tell me. Just nod and let it go. Okay, but this is line art, so we have to make it clean. And we in-zoom. I mean, zoom out. In-zoom. I heard this other artist talking about this online. Read? I read this from this other artist. They were saying like they track how productive they are. They tried to track it, like how many hours they were productive. And they said they were actually only really productive for like 4 to 5 hours a day. Because it's very difficult to sustain like, 8 hours. Really focused. Seriously. You could track it on stream actually because I'm always talking. How focused am I? But I was thinking I don't think I really track my productivity on time. I think it's more like a task, like tasks. Here I already had an idea of what was going on. Shadow here. If this is middle of chest. There, this is here. I don't think there's a seam here actually. There is not. There is one here. I have her original artwork, or like the previous artwork on my wall, so I keep looking up to look at it. Very convenient. I could put the old version on this screen while I'm working. But I don't know. No. Actually, no, that line maybe works. And then she has a really big bow back here. Make it like a heart. What was interesting is a lot of people really like this artwork when I posted it online as like a clip from the stream, but I have a feeling the stream itself is kind of like, I don't know, it's not like you're looking, like if you see a fan art name then you like click it because you're like, oh cool, I'm a fan of that, versus an original, unless it's forced in front of me. There's always a debate on this topic. Like, ooh, originals versus fan art, whatever. I would say my stuff is pretty 50-50. But then it won't seem like that because everybody interacts with the fan art. Alright, we gotta do this part that I'm not looking forward to. I think these ones look right. This one. Making fabric like this, I always try and like make certain parts like overlap, and it makes that thicker. Focus. Focus, focus. Sometimes I apply to like events that have this witchy theme, but then my witchy characters are so like cutesy. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm that edgy. Even when I'm edgy, it's not that edgy, you know? It's like a rounded edge on like a butter knife, you know? We're going further back, so illusion. Getting very regular. This is easy to paint, because then you can just like, oh yeah, you get the idea. You just look at it and you go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Line, I'm like, no. It doesn't actually make sense. Right, and then she's got technically some ruching here. Oh my god, why did I design it like this? Goodness. Like, okay. But then will it look impressive when it's finished? That's the question, isn't it? Like when drawing a character with crazy long hair. Kind of like this one who has crazy long hair. Why? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we choose to suffer? Then don't give me that whole like, oh, you know, if you can make your suffering mean something, then it's valuable and whatever. Then no. What does the long hair mean? It's pretty? I don't... You could have easily given her a pixie cut. But then it wouldn't look so cool in air, in wind. She would just look aerodynamic. Rotating. It does have like ribbon over here, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Here? Like this? Honestly, I might simplify the heck out of this and just like... Because otherwise, it's like ridiculous. I don't know, I'm gonna try this and then I'm gonna zoom out and see. Oh! Because originally she's supposed to have like a little bow here. But then she has a bow on the back and it's like, what is the point? That's a lot of bows. And for what? I wonder if there's like something I can do here instead of adding all that. That's like, it's not worth it, really. Just like straight up keep it that way, like simple. Or oh, also, I didn't realize we are gonna keep it simple because this ribbon has to connect to something. Actually, maybe it makes more sense to redesigning my character on the fly, you know? As you do. What's new? Scooby-Doo. Rhyming. I'm going to extend this, and I'm just going to simplify this because honestly, all this is not necessary. You're doing too much. Too much. Too much is not always, no, what you need. Cleaner, I think. Alright. We're making progress. I think this part we can like make it a little bit fancier. Actually, I feel like maybe this back part, the line should be thinner because it's further away. Nice. Now that I did that skirt part, I feel like I can do this arm now. And it's less scary now. Oof. Can I do the perfect line? I don't know. Too rounded. It looks like when it's rounded like this on the corner, it looks more like a blob rather than thin fabric. Yeah. You're getting there. See, somebody last stream was talking about how watching the stream process is more entertaining or more educational than watching a time lapse. I don't know. When I'm doing line art, I'm like, are we? But some people argue that it's really relaxing. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I like watching people do line art. I'm a nerd, so I don't know. Are you a nerd? If you're watching this, maybe you're a nerd. I know, I don't know. I gave this character a lot of frills. You would think that, like, because of that, I know how to draw them very easily every time. I don't know if that's the case, you know. I simplified this part too, actually. It's supposed to actually have frills under here. No, we're not doing all that. That's so much work. For like very little payoff. I don't think it'll be that amazing. Oh, that was such a clean line. Let's go. There's such a strong line here. It's like continuing down the whole thing. Alright, well, who called you here? Get out of here. Random brush I didn't ask for? Leave. Make like a leaf and go. Alright. If anybody's watching this going like, what the heck? Why is she like rotating so much? And if you're an artist, this is my tip to you. Yeah, don't rotate your hand. Rotate the canvas because canvas is meant to be moved around. Your arm also meant to be moved around, but you know, not in uncomfortable ways. Imagine I was just like, no, your hand shouldn't move actually. Don't move it while drawing. That'd be crazy. It's a crazy drawing style you got. Needs to not move arm. Okay, let me zoom out so we can see what I've done. Oh, also, she's bald. She's clean though, right? She's not, you know, we've got that. We've got that going for us. I just wanted to do the hard part first because look at it. That's the hard part. Like, why did I design it like this? I don't know. You're asking the right questions. You're just not asking them to the right person. Who should you ask? I don't know. I don't know. this is too regular again. See, people are always asking, and they do this in my chat sometimes. People will come by and say like, I would prefer to see more of your originals. And I'm like, absolutely, would love to do them. But that means you gotta be here for it, you know? You can't see them if you're not here for it, right? And that's the same logic I have with like when somebody requests things, because they do that as well, which is a compliment that they want to see characters they like in my style. The problem is, if you're not actually going to see it, you're just going to request it and then never see me again. It's gonna that wouldn't really work. It would not be a win-win. It would be a lose-lose, because I don't know the character that you're probably requesting, and also you're not even gonna see it, and also so it's a lose-lose-lose, because I also am gonna spend time doing this for no reason. That's why I have that really strong policy. It's like, it's gotta be fan art of something I actually like. And what is original art anyway? If it's characters. Fan art of your own characters. Yeah, anyway, that was a little qualm I had. Because I never want to seem like dismissive. I'm like, oh no, I appreciate, however. It doesn't make sense. I want to do it more. Can't all have what we want. Oh my god, hello! Strawberry artsy. Look, strawberries! Strawberries! We have, this is these little red things, they're gonna be strawberries. Yay! We're not there yet. We're doing line art. She can't very well have strawberry cake if she doesn't exist. Am I right? If she's not materialized, she can't eat the cake. But her whole design is based on strawberry shortcake. Specifically white chocolate strawberry shortcake, by the way. That's why she has so many layers on her dress, and the frills are like frosting. That's why there's so much frilly nonsense happening. If you were wondering what the character looks like when she's finished her colors properly, if you look above my horns, she will appear. There she is! That's who we were drawing. We're painstakingly going through the line art, but it's gonna look so cool. Thank you. Clearly, I mean, isn't strawberry the cutest fruit though? It's not even a berry. Oh, isn't that weird? That strawberry is not actually a berry. I've been questioning it this whole time. There's other fruits that are like really weirdly categorized. Was banana a berry? Gotta Google this, hold on. Give me a pause. Is banana a berry? Is a berry. It's a berry, okay. Thank you. So fun fact, everybody, bananas are berries. You can mess people up now. Go up to people on the street, just tell them. Yes, please do! That's the beauty of art streams. Okay, this finger is wrong. Let's just not draw the nail, because this made sense, but now it don't. When I was growing up, and I would like be learning to draw digitally, I'd always watch artists on YouTube, their time lapses. But now we have art streams. You can actually watch them draw. this. Or her hand is just broken, and we can just like be like, yeah, she's just built different. You know, Lily on the street, she's just a little bit she's just a little bit quirky. Yeah, maybe we'll fix that later. Hand. I think it makes sense if like this part of the hand is showing that the thumb is like you have a dislocated thumb. Okay. It just gets weirder the more I look at it. Let's move on. I'm gonna do everything else and I'll come back to that one. I don't know the answer to this question on the test. I'm going to I'll come back and then I finish the test, come back to that one question. Dude, I still don't know the answer to this. It happens so much to me. I don't know the answer to this. Goes to the next question. I also don't know the answer to this. You know what? Honestly, don't know any answer. Ooh, I know the answer to this one though. It's my least favorite thing to draw. It's gotta be feet. Why are feet weird looking? Hands, for the most part, I'm like, I can understand. Like, if the hand looks wrong and then I search up a reference, I'll be like, okay, I can figure it out. But feet are something else. No, wait, we have to go broader. Vehicles, maybe? Like machinery? Those are difficult. Backgrounds, like environments, they're also difficult. But I think more difficult than background would be to like draw a car or something. Which is why I never did it in school. I took a course that was in, what was it? It was prop and vehicle design? Props. So like, you know, swords, I don't know, robots. Like little robots, cute robots. That's a kind of a prop. Yeah, weapons, magical staffs, sandwich, it's a prop, you know? However, vehicles, that's scary. Ooh. I had a friend who did it and I'm still in awe of her. I'm like, dang, you really... you figured out how to draw a whole thing. What? Complicated. Oof. Scary. Yeah. That's my answer. Final answer. Yeah. Usually, I think you struggle with the one that's like opposite you, right? Like if you're good at characters... Wow. Bragging over here. Yeah, no. If you're more comfortable with characters, it'll be easier to draw characters than to try and do like environments, which is very different. Whereas I see people who do environments, they really struggle to do characters. I think environments, they tend to be like more broad stroke. Like you can do things less polished. Does that make sense? Whereas if you mess up one small thing on the face, it looks wrong. So maybe it's like, I drew this wrong. Maybe it's more like environments have some like freedom. I was really bad at drawing them, by the way. Only now am I really adding backgrounds, but that's still not environments, really. Like, I don't know. Still image of a bookstore, you know, it's not that bad. Yeah, see? It's usually one or the other. There are some people, like my friend, freaking prodigy over here, can draw both, and I'm like, and vehicles. Can draw anything. I'm like, goodness. And she draws them really well. I'm like, okay. So I go to her when I need help. Oh, the liquify. Liquify? I don't like using liquify when working with line art, so let it not crisp. Crisp. Like the British say about their chips. I don't know if that's right. Is it? Because the air is going like No, the hair is going that way, right? Because her hair is going that way. So I think maybe it's more like, I don't know. You ever wear a puff sleeve and then lift your arm? It's kind of restrictive. So hard to actually imagine. Let's see. I'll take it, you know? I'll just take it. I'm just jumping over the screen because I'm like, I don't want... Like, I'll stay one place and then I'm like, I'm gonna forget that thing. Jumping everywhere. Rotate. Ooh. Draws the same line 3 million times, only for it to look the exact same. The thing I can't stand is these little tails that get left behind when I finish one line and I don't connect it perfectly. But then when you zoom out, you don't see it, so that's a me problem, for sure. This does not need to be perfect. But now look at me.
No, but there's a little tail. I don't like it.
Alright. So I said feet, though, earlier, for characters. If it's within a character, it's the feet. Shoes are actually probably not as bad as feet by themselves. Feet are just like... They just never look right to me. Maybe because I'm not a weirdo going around staring at people's feet. But I will stare at your hands. Probably because you're talking with your hands. I'll be like, oh yeah. You're motioning things with your hands. I'm like, oh yeah. That makes sense. What interaction am I staring at somebody's feet? That is... Also, probably you're wearing shoes. Right? Somebody out there is like, right now going like, I disagree, I stare at people's feet all the time. And to you, I say, enjoy that, I guess. Enjoy that away from me, sir. Ooh, this is a good question. I started out with, I think, to be honest, it's kind of an expensive one now. I don't remember, but we didn't have that many options back then. So I would say you don't have to do a Wacom unless you're doing one that's like a tiny one. I had a tiny one. I think I had a Wacom Bamboo. I don't know if they even sell it anymore. And my friend also said like for a long time he had a small one. But right now I'm using a Huion canvas because I wanted a display tablet. I would say that if you're starting, you don't need a display tablet. And you definitely don't need to buy an iPad. A lot of artists buy iPad for just drawing digitally. It makes sense if you need it like for school, like let's say you're a college student and you want to draw, then it makes sense. But like you don't need that. You can get like a free drawing program on your PC computer. And like maybe Huion or XP Pen has affordable ones. If affordability is not the concern, yeah, Wacom, I guess. I had before this one was a Wacom Intuos Pro. But that one, it's not display. So that's why I switched. And to get a display tablet from Wacom is like $3,000. Bye! Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye and bye. But yeah, no, Wacom State Antique is wild. They're also huge. I don't even have space for that in my office. To be honest, if you were watching my streams in the past, you would see my office. It is actually kind of cramped in here. I'm not gonna lie. There's no space. And I'm also messy, so there's no space, and I'm messy, so there's even less space. It's a kinda nightmare. I should really like do some like feng shui and like figure that out. It's kind of uncomfortable in here. Not gonna lie. See, you can see I'm getting tired, right? Because like over here, it starts to be like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to draw all that actually. They do have a brush for this, by the way. If you use Clip Studio, let me show you. But then you see, it's not that. Okay, relax, relax, relax. That's not what I needed. This way. It's not exactly. I mean, maybe I could have went for it, right? I'm now taking inspiration, going like, I should go back over these, but first let's get this part done. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We're almost there, I promise. I just wanted to do the least fun thing first. I think the frills are getting smaller as well, aren't they? Like, yeah, perspective, I guess, but like, this is closer to us, so shouldn't it be? Or is it not? You know what? I'm just gonna continue on, because I don't even know. I don't even know. Alright, now to make this. Oh no, this. Does it look better from the back than it does in the middle? Yeah, it kind of does, right? Will anybody even notice? Do you notice? I mean, you're watching this live, so like if you're watching this live, probably you notice, right? Right? Or do you not even notice? Because then this is all for naught, and I'm going to quickly go retire. Ooh. I think that sells it. This little like extra. It's not going to be this dark later. Keep in mind, otherwise this looks mad spiky. But having this little, I noticed it from looking at the brush version, like where it overlaps here. Ay! Ay, Dios mío, you know. Alright, now it looks like I put effort into it. Now it looks like I care. And I do, which is why I put in effort. Okay, I don't like this, because then that makes a weird tangent situation that's... Or somebody said intersect. I don't know, we are all calling it tangent. I don't know. And by we, I'm talking about like the cool artist club. My license is getting revoked. Can't talk about the cool cool artist club. It's the one rule. Some old person out there understood that reference. I want like a little, you know, a little fun little. I don't think it works. Which makes me sad. Alright, don't worry everyone. I'm gonna zoom out now. Whew, okay. Let's move on to something more fun. As if the hand is fun. Shh. And then it's over in like 2 seconds because it's a hand, it's not reals. We did use a 3D model to make sure that this angle is correct. But I don't know about the other hand. This hand seems correct. The other hand... I feel like strawberries is like such a girly aesthetic thing. There's like it's a movement. We all like strawberries. I know a girl with a strawberry tattoo, like a bunch of strawberries on her arm, and I'm like, well, yeah, seems about right. I really gave faith to me, you know, like past me was like, yeah, I'll figure it out later. I'm here now, and I'm like, dude, what? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do it like that? I didn't have another, yeah, I don't have some other layer where I figured it out, so. Oh yeah, watch a pro, let's go. Hyping myself up to the draw hand. I sometimes have this problem of like, I've seen like, not compilations, but what do I call this? Like comparisons of like webtoon artists where they're like, you have different types of fingers in manga or webtoons. There's different art styles, and some of us do like the really pointy finger style. I'm always so cautious. Like, please, no. I don't want it to be too pointy. But that's how they originally get drawn, like here. And then I go back and I'm like, no, let's depointify your finger. It makes sense if they have long nails. He doesn't, so it's weird. Weird. Okay, do we want to give her nails? Because I think it could be so cute, but like... sometimes in my previous artworks, I also don't give them nails. I did these fingers backwards, I think. I think this one's the one who's supposed to be shorter. This is the one that's supposed to be taller. And this way. Are her fingers, is it just me, or are they getting like obscenely long? Whoa. Like if your palm was here and this was here and this is here. Does that make sense? Sure hope so, because dang. fact, this is one. Okay, let me draw this out. Let me map this out, okay? This is the first part, well, this is the first knuckle, right? And then the second knuckle here. Like the third knuckle. Is it knuckle really? Here, and then this whole part. Okay, alright. Because this part looks really short. It's like this, these guys. Way too freaking long. Then we don't see her thumb because it's under the hat. Whew. I couldn't draw the hat first. I had to draw the finger first. Otherwise, if the fingers are wrong, then the hat is wrong, you know? I've decided they're not having nails because I think the finger direction is confusing. And also, we're so far away that we're not going to be saying it. I'm going to simplify it this way. Yeah. Woo! Welcome back! I don't know. I might add the nail back when I figure this out. But I don't know right now, so we're going to leave it because I want to move on with my life to this. Not perfectly clean, but going back to the dress here. The shoes, I'm kind of like, keep it simple, you know? Because it's another one of those things. It's like, well, we're not really gonna see much of it, so. And it's like, if I'm doing a cartoonier style, I don't know if it's important. Time to do part of the dress. She's got little bows on part of the, what it's called. Scallop. Scallops? Love scallops. We're gonna make this look 3D. She's got a very like coquette fashion, you know? She's based on a like Japanese sweet Lolita fashion. So like Rococo inspired. French style, kinda. Okay, calm down. What's Can I do it in one swoop? Can we do it? Can we do it? The answer is no, I can't. This is squared, what the heck? Let's go! Yeah! This is 3D. I feel like we should make this thicker. Ooh, she's missing one back here. I will say it might be easier to stream when I'm doing painterly stuff because it's like faster. Always something happening. Versus like, I have to zoom in. Your girl's blind, you can't see it, but I'm not wearing glasses. I mean, I am wearing glasses, but my PNG tuber is not wearing glasses. Oh. I need to zoom. It's for the sake of my eyeballs. Oh, this would be a really good time to save. Alright, let's see if we can do more swoops. Swoop. Nice! I'll take it. Let's go. I lied, sorry, that second one was weird. Aw, man. We're caught in swoop. Swoop. A swoop loop. Ah! I hate when that happens. I want it to be curved and then I made it straight. Nice, we're making progress. How fast is this progress? I don't know. Going as fast as I can. Sometimes you gotta be like the turtle. Okay, give her little bows. You know what I just remembered? When I was younger, they used to have that thing. I think they still have it, like where they put Barbies in cake. Like Barbie is the top of the cake, and then her legs are in the cake, and the rest of the cake is her dress. I was just thinking about this. All right. Do I want to fix his hand? Question? It might just be a thing of like, I drew too much of the top hand and it's weird. I don't know, have you ever seen like a hand like gripping a can? It just looks weird in general. Alright. Hat time? Hat time! Hair time? Ooh. 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 Maybe hat first and then hair after because the hair is on top of the hat. Okay. As we have established, I did a pin based on this hat recently, and which hats are deceptively difficult to draw. I don't know what that's about. They kind of look like a figure 8 kind of thing. See? Ooh. And then if you... kind of. Almost. I do this. Kind of. See it? I think we need a bigger brush for this. Alright. The hat takes a reappearance. The sound effects is part of the gig, you know? You can't draw straight lines and not go whoosh. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Yeah. She's getting shaded from this side, right? So there's certain parts here that are bigger line. For example, right here. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. Figure that out. Do I like reading? To be honest, I'm a really slow reader, but I do work with authors a lot. Which makes me feel bad, because I'm like, I want to read everybody's books. But I'm too slow of a reader. And I find that if I'm drawing, I can't really... I mean, I guess I could do audiobooks. I probably should give them another try. But when I'm drawing, it's a little bit hard to focus, and when I'm not drawing, I'm probably working on something, right? But I do really like films and film adaptations, and then realizing it's a book after, I'm like, dude, the people who read those books must be so spoiled. They must be so good. Usually the book is better, right? Or maybe the book is just different sometimes. Somebody was telling me about one book recently, or one movie that they like messed up the order or something. Hello! How are you? I don't know. Oh! Ah, Twilight. It was Twilight. We're talking about how, like, they messed up the order and then it was just weird. But they also inserted really weird lines that were not in the book at all. It was also really funny. If we imagine her hand is actually here. Oh. Finger would be here, right? See. Does this hat make sense to us? Or should it be more like... Oh no, it became pointy. It became pointy. I think it's supposed to be a little bit more like this. Why are witch hats so complicated? Thank you so much. Wait, I was gonna do something and then I got a text. I'm gonna show you her originals and then you'll see where I'm going. And the problem is I don't remember what year what was made in. I think. We have 2024. One of them is 2024. So this one is one of the inspirations. My art style went through a whole thing. So they're very different. And then I have... Dang, maybe it's 2022, the other one, which is why I can't find it. I changed computers. So if that's the case, I have this one here, this file here. There we go. It's just weirdly formatted. So I'm taking this pose, essentially, or this concept of like flying through with the broom. So I took the broom and the flying and the hair concept, and I mixed it with the desserts of this one. This one's so bright, oh my god. When you go back and forth, whoa. So in combination, we're gonna put them together and do this new art style. We already like figured out the colors and everything and like the format. It's just a matter of, I have to do it in line arts. Second. But I wanted to bring up these photos to point out, do you see her hat is almost like always the same? It's always the same pose. Even in the artwork right over here, it's the same. So I'm like, how the heck am I drawing her hat right now? Always, if wind is going this way, it's like pushing here, this part up. That's why I'm like, see. I feel like this part should be more pushed up. I'm just trying to understand how. I have a feeling when I sketched it, I also had this problem. Her bow for her hat is also on this side. This is the second time this week that I'm struggling to draw her hat. It's crazy. This part more curved. But then it looks like it's not on her head. That's what's tripping me out. I'm like, what? Huh? If somebody is watching this right now and they're a 3D person, can you please 3D model a hat and then put it in Sketchfab? Rotate the hat. Perpetual problem of mine. Okay. Get it shorter even. But then if I make it too low over here, then it's like her hair gets covered. Also, there's purple. So, trying to find a happy medium as opposed to a happy large. Somebody mentioned that it looked like a cowboy hat one time, and honestly, just like in general, witch hats low-key kind of look like cowboy hats if you don't look at the top. I don't know, we could make her a cowboy. Ah, she's headless. She got no brain. Kind of how I feel when I draw this hat. Do I have a brain? Do I understand how lines work? Dude, what? I'm now just cleaning it up. If it's wrong, I can go back. Even though it's line art, I can go back. Fix it. Trying to not have to redraw all these lines. Then we do the hardest part of all. That's right, the broom. Just kidding, her hair. We're doing her hair. I don't know what method I'm gonna use for that yet. Alright, this one little piece. You! Over here. You aren't giving me peace. Alright. Bam. Because the hair is on top of the hat, I am gonna do it in a new layer. I'm wondering if I'll do it this way or if I'll do it this way. Okay, sorry. I just looked crazy. Drawing nothing. Like this, where I can plan out the shape, which is what I did with my Miku artwork a while ago. Because these are clean lines, it should be okay. Do it this way. Ooh. And then I'll go over it afterwards, add PlayStation now. Honestly, it might be faster to just do it the traditional way. So we are going to do that. It's gonna take forever. This way. Alright. I did give her a bang here, right? Little hidden heart over here. I don't really like that her eyebrow is like perfectly aligned to this line, because then it's like, is it her eyebrow or is it the hair? Why did I say the like that? The hair. No, that doesn't help either. That's a happy in between, because then you can read it the way. The line art, I am simplifying a little bit here. Ooh, it's time. This part is not so hard, the top part of her hair. It's the back of her hair. It's like, what the heck? Oh. Always. Alright, artists, if you're watching and you're drawing right now, it's time for arm stretches. Because if you do line art, can't just not do those. Stretchy. I'm stretching, so you should stretch. Because I can feel it in my index finger. Holding a little too tight. Oh, I forgot her necklace. Oh my god. What? Kind of important part. What the heck? What the heck is this nonsense? Right. She's got like a heart. I don't remember how this is attached, to be honest, but figured it out a few artworks ago. Yay! She also has earrings. Totally forgot about this too. This one, a little heart. Okay, this one has a heart, that one has a little circle in the middle. They're like reverse. They match her eye color, which is not apparent just yet, but it will be. See my hand shake. I'm like, erasing is harder. There it is. It's tiny, but later we can add like a little sparkle to it and it'll be there. Concentrate. Don't mess up. Let's just fill that in. Kind of treat it almost like paper where it like folds over. Well, hats are also like that, as we have established. Looks like the hat should be more like, if her head is over here, be more like this than smaller size. Hmm. Hmm. Almost makes sense. Just here. It's like a little too flat. Like, why is it doing? It's supposed to look like it's flipping upward, but it kind of doesn't look like it's doing that. That's why I'm like, ah. Some line is somewhere confusing us. Her eye might be a little bit. All right, here we go. Ooh, this hair here was not as like necessary to be super shiny and polished because it's in the background and we're going to fade it out. That's why there's not as much going on with this one. Kind of looks like smoke. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused what I drew here. So this here is the ribbon of her waist. They kind of intertwine. You would think this part would be easy. Oh. You would be incorrect there. Time to merge them together, I guess. I gave up trying to do that polished. I was like, I'm just gonna come back to that. My hand got tired trying to do this. I was like, no, I can't figure it out and I'll line it at the same time. Alright, we got the base of the hair there. I had like extra strands and things like that. Or like this part here twists, right? Make it look more cool. Okay. The hair's not super polished, but I think my hand will give out if I try and like make it perfect. So I'm gonna do the broom instead, and then, well, the ribbon and the broom, I guess. You can tell like over here was like perfectly pristine for a good while, and then the more tired I get, the less perfect it is. It's not on purpose. Fine art takes some dedication, let me tell you. It'll probably make more sense when I color it in, because I'm like looking at it and I'm like, there's so many lines. The line weight is very similar too, so it's like I can't exactly read what's in front, what's behind. Which is why I usually thicken the lines that are in front, because I'm like, I can't. If I can't read it well, then that should probably tell you. Does it look like a broom now, though? Yay! I did something really cute with the stylization of this on the pin, so I probably do it here too. A cute squirrel for the wood. Now you might be wondering, why are we making it bendy? It's just to make it look more dynamic. I know wood wouldn't bend this far. It just looks funnier that way. Recall. I think we had to move the broom to make it look like she's on it, but now I'm like, she is on it, right? I don't remember which leg is which. It looks like there's like a sizing thing where like this one is the one that's closer to us actually, but then this foot is back. I think this foot is supposed to be like, her hip is here. She's actually like extending it further back. I think this foot has to be smaller. This is where, if I don't know which foot it is, then probably you don't know which foot it is. And also, when I lined it, I think I swear it looks bigger. Is it bigger? Maybe that's a little bit too much. Or is it? Got the charms on her room? add another ribbon here so I can add this one without having a huge hook. Originally, I was gonna add color, everything, but this line art took so long that I guess I'm not going to today. Kind of a challenge too. Got a long to-do list and I'm like not even through it, so I'm gonna afford myself some extra time here. Also, forgive me for saying it's a little bit more chill today, so heartbreaking as I draw a heart for me to end earlier. Oh, okay. Let me give you a little recap. So, this was a 2-hour stream today because it's very busy and I don't often have time to do original artworks, and I gotta say, if you want to see more original art from artists, you gotta support them when they do make some original art. We do have this originally was the color plan, and then I had this sketch here that I used for the line art today. Woo! It was just 2 hours, but still managed to do majority of the line art. I do have like the overall format for it. I believe it's here. Ah, here we go. So it's gonna be like a comic book style, and then today I just did the line art. Honestly, the last time I worked on this was back in January. And it's the end of February. When is the next time I'm gonna work on this? I don't know, probably March. I did want it to be finished for my events in March, but like, I don't have time. So unfortunately, original art gets put on the back burner a lot of the time. So it means so much when everyone gets to spend time and look at my character for like 2 hours. So thank you so much for watching. I just realized I do need to go back and like add some of these details. I said it in the previous stream, but again, the previous stream was so long ago, I did not remember. She is supposed to have like a little accessory over here. And also her hair is supposed to drape in front over here, and I did not do that. So I will eventually figure that out. Also, all these cakes, also supposed to be in line art, so probably gonna do that next time. I am streaming again tomorrow, provided I feel better. Today I am taking it a little bit easier because low-key feel like I'm getting a cold. Don't know if that's actually the case. And I will be working on commissions again because, again, it's the end of the month. I do need to catch up and everything. But that being said, thank you so much for watching. I know there was like a lot of zooming and like maybe you couldn't see exactly what I was doing the whole time, but it meant a lot for me to be able to share this with all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna go back to work, but just like not this work, you know? Bye!